Live. Okay. What's up, guys? We're going to start off the 5 minutes of deep belly breathing. For this one, we're going to use the couch or some surface to elevate the back foot. I've just got two of my classic USPS box bundles here, just like I bring to your house. We've got the pad on top just for comfortability of the foot. For you guys, we'll probably use the couch. So that'll work totally fine. You don't have to worry about the setup. I'm just trying to give you a visual of what it'll look like. We're going to come down here, trying to get our knee as close to our shin, as close to the front of the step with the couch as we can. So we can kind of come down on the hands here and work our way back into that position where now my heel is closer to my butt. There's a sharper angle here, so I'm getting a much bigger stretch here. If that's too much, what do? We just walk away a little bit with the knee and take some of that stretch out. All you're going to do, find out where your edge is. Stay on your side of the fence. Don't push into that point of uncomfortable. We're just going to the edge of that. Wider base gives you a little more support here, opening that front leg to give you a little more stability. Or we can get something here to balance. You can get a foam roller or a step or a chair, something that you can just put your weight on, like so. Okay, if this is too much, then we take it down. Okay, and we come down to that kind of strider position, but my back foot is elevated. And I'm just now hanging out in this position. We're accruing 5 minutes, deep belly breathing, parasympathetic nervous system engagement. 2 birds, 1 stone, while regulating our breath, which communicates to the nervous system that, hey, sympathetic, shut that off, parasympathetic, tune in, present moment. Okay, that's got to happen from the breath regardless. We're just also getting a stretch in a commonly tight area that you guys got to work on anyway. So I want you to do that 4-2-4-2 breath count, 4-second inhale, 2-second pause at the top, 4-second exhale. 2-second pause in the bottom. Repeat that cycle. Inhale 4 seconds through the nose. Pause for 2 at the top. Exhale for 4 out the nose. Pause for 2 in the bottom. 2.5 minutes on one leg, 2.5 minutes on the other leg. That's our 5. We're just accumulating time. We're hanging out here. You can play around a little bit here. Keep the breathing as the primary focus of attention. Then, as you've got a good pattern there, you're maintaining your breath, you're nice and calm, full inhales, full exhales. You can start to play a little bit, noodle around, but breath only if you can keep the cycle of the breath. That's more important here. This is just a secondary benefit of getting into some of these nooks and crannies. One more breath. We pitch forward, hands come down, support. And we unhinge out of that position. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on the other leg. We get the back knee as close to the couch, to the step that we can, while also being able to be comfortable. It shouldn't be such an incredible stretch that you have a hard time letting go, relaxing, and focusing on that smooth, cyclical 4-2-4-2 breath. If you're all wincy pain face, not in a parasympathetic state. So come back to the breath, come back to the belly, come back to the center, drop into the pelvis, drop into that quad, drop down into that back knee, and just hang out. I don't want you supporting anything here. If you need to come out of the stretch, come down here. Okay, and find that strider position. As you feel more comfortable, work yourself up. Balance yourself as needed with a stair, a step, the couch, a foam roller, whatever it is. Just 4-2-4-2, breathing in. Lengthen all the way up, reach up tall. Exhale. Sink it down. Another minute here. Inhale, extend. Exhale, sink. Inhale, stretch up, reach up. Exhale, sink down. Just allowing that quad to get a nice stretch. Feeling the pelvis shifting around subtly here. A couple more breaths. Finish your breath. Hinge forward to the hands. Pivot out. And then we're going to start our mobilizations. The first one is half kneelings, right? Flexion and extension of the spine. Either leg goes forward, doesn't matter. We'll do a few reps each way. We're just setting up in that nice half kneeling base. Now, I've got a little more space. Feels better. I can get into this position more comfortably and lock in and push down on my trail leg. So I'm more anchored in here, more stability in a comfortable way. Arms taken out of the picture here. They can kind of wrap around the body, giving yourself a hug. You're trying to grab the shoulder blades and kind of squeeze down your arms so they're not flailing around on this one. We want to just focus on the spine. It's very much like a cat-cow, except now you're vertical instead of horizontal, supporting your body weight fully instead of having your arms on the ground. So your legs and your core have to do the work. We're going top of the head all the way down to the pelvis, and then rolling ourselves back up, pelvis to the top of the head. So we take a big breath in at the top. Exhale all the way down, empty the lungs in the bottom. Think like that 4-2-4-2, pause in the bottom, long neck, inhale back up. Pause at the top, exhale back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. That's 4 on that side. I'm just going to switch to the other leg. We're doing 8 total. I'll give you another angle here. Switch in the grip. Another 4 reps. Big breath in, top to bottom. Pull back up from the pelvis all the way up. Inhale. Rib cage, elbows, chin lift up. Pausing at the top. Exhale back down. One more. Pause at the top. Exhale back to neutral positions, arm down. Okay, next one, lateral flexion. We're just tipping side to side, same position. I'm going to switch back over to my other leg, half kneeling. My neighbors. Arms at the side. As one arm, the fingertips reach to the floor. The other arm reaches up and give yourself the monkey tickle in the armpit. Okay? Sometimes you'll hear these called side swipes. You're kind of swiping up the side of the rib cage all the way up to the armpit. The fingers kind of curl into the armpit as the other fingertips reach to the ground. This is level 1. The movement is relative. You could be right here and feel a nice stretch and just pause right there. You don't have to take it all the way to the floor. Okay, we're just cruising back and forth. Same pace as the other one. And we're going to start to add the breath. We inhale as we come up to the top. We pause, transition, exhale, empty, stretch down to the other side. Pause, inhale up, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Let's go one more each way. I'm going to face you, switch legs, same thing. We're just going to do another 4 reps each way. We're looking at 8 to 10 on this one. Exhale, down, swipe up. Inhale up to center. Exhale, reach down, swipe up. One more each way. Okay, there's one more plane that we want to work for the spine. That's rotation. We're going to 2 birds, 1 stone. Glute bridge as we rotate. Glute bridge plus arm reach is what this one is called. 4-step process. We take it down to the back. I think I'm cut off just a little bit there. Let's drop that down just a bit, shall we? That's better. There we go. All right, guys. Webcam, technical difficulties. Forgive me. Take 2. Okay, there we go. That's close. That's good. That's close. Yeah, that'll work. Sorry about that, guys. Glute bridge, arm reach. Okay, we want enough room to where we've got our arms out to our sides, palms facing up. All we're going to do is, it's a 4-step process I'll take you through. The first thing, we curl the glutes up and then slowly make our way into that glute bridge with a nice tight squeeze core all the way through. I'm not hinging in my low back. I'm tucking and squeezing my butt cheeks underneath me. I'm scooping them underneath me into this locked out position while also keeping my ribs squeezed down. Don't let these ribs flare up. Make the core squeeze you into a nice straight line from the shoulders through the pelvis to the knee. Okay, from here, we reach one hand to the other hand like we're closing a book. Okay, step 2. We just rotate the rib cage, the upper body, not the pelvis. Notice I'm actually twisting my hips away from my arms. I'm twisting my hips the opposite direction here as I reach for my wrist, my elbow, my wrist, my fingertips. You don't have to get anywhere specific, just that rotation key in the rib cage. Number 3, we unfold. Number 4, we unbridge. Top of the spine rolls down, slow, super slow, way slower than you want it to be, okay? Until we're totally released and relaxed, we let go of the glutes, recontract glutes, squeeze. Step 1, we bridge up, tailbone all the way up to the shoulders. Step 2, other side, we reach hand to elbow, wrist, fingertips. As we twist the hips, the pelvis away in the opposite direction, squeezing the belly button in. Number 3, we untwist the arms. Number 4, we unglute bridge back down. Slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time, like dominoes, stacking top down until we totally release. Okay, we're just going to cruise through 4 more each way, 10 total. We squeeze up, rotate, hand to hand, untwist, slowly back down, top of the spine down. Squeeze up, rotate, abs tight, twist away with the pelvis and the glutes, untwist, back down. It's 2 each way. We got 3 more. Squeeze the glutes up, twist, untwist, back down. Squeeze up, twist, untwist, back down. 2 more each way. One more each. Down slow. Okay, next one, dead bugs. You can keep this one the same. I'll show you guys a variation that you can do together in person. If you guys are solo, then you're just going to do it this way. Regular dead bugs. Okay, I want to get that tailbone off the ground. I want to get those glutes cinched up here to really feel that compression and activation in the deep core here. I'm not just relaxing here in neutral, unless that's as far as I can get. If I don't have the range in the hamstrings or the strength to hold them up and you're like dying up here, go to your end range, okay? But if you can, over time, this will get better and easier. You'll be able to pull the string of pelvis up to the rib cage, and then you get the thighs up here, and the core will be strong enough, and you'll have enough skill and control to keep it there over time. But we're just working that position. See, there's my end range for the hamstrings, getting a little bit of that shape. Okay, so that's kind of where I can find my end range. Is if I pull up on the calves, whew, I feel more in the hamstring, okay? So as long as you're getting your thighs as close to your chest as you can and compressing that core, do whatever you need to do with your legs. The straighter they are, the more the heels point to the ceiling and the toes pull back, the greater the stretch, the greater the effect of the range of motion. Okay, from here, opposites, nice and straight with the arms and the legs. Reach that opposite heel and opposite fingertips away from each other. Back up nice and steady. Slow and controlled. This is shooting your free throws. Pay attention to these and get really good at them, and it'll make you better at everything else. We're going to start to think about the breath here. We inhale at the top, exhale all the way down. Compress the rib cage down to the pelvis. Knit it down tight. Inhale back up. Full cylinder, full torso. Exhale, squeeze the cylinder. That tube of toothpaste around the spine gets nice and squeezed tight. Inhale back up. Okay, match that breath with your movement as you continue. Two more each way if you can. We're going for about 8 to 10 of these. 8, 5 each way for a couple of the harder ones, 8 for most of them, and 10 each way for a couple of the easier ones. Anywhere 5 to 10 reps is what you're looking for. Rest, you can hug the knees, roll on the spine a little bit. We're going to go transition now into another glute bridge variation. This one is a progression from the glute bridge march. We're just adding a little bit more to it. So we come back into our glute bridge starting position. We're going to come up to the hold for the glute bridge. Just like our regular march, we're going to pull one knee into the chest and pause. Now, step 2, we add the leg extension. We're going to kick that marched leg straight up to the ceiling, find a full hamstring stretch, and pause for 3 seconds as we continue to try to push the other leg, the bridging leg, into the ground and kick us up, push us up a little bit higher for that little 2-3 second pause at the top. Knee bends, come back down to the glute bridge march. So it's the same exact thing. We're just adding a straight leg pause as a little progression to that march. So we start glute bridge up, squeeze at the top. From here, one knee comes to the chest. Now we just straighten that leg and push through that glute and try to reach up until you find that end range. You'll probably get a little shake. Bend the knee after 2-3 seconds. Come back down, readjust, squeeze, other side, same thing. Knee to chest, kick up. Now we lift and hold on this down leg. 2, 1. Bend the knee, come back down, readjust, squeeze. Other side. We're going 6 of these each way, 5 or 6 of these each way. Kick and hold. 2, down. Reset, squeeze. Knee to chest, kick up, hold, 2, 3, bend the knee, back down, squeeze up, other side, knee to chest, kick up, 2, 3, back down, reset, squeeze, knee to chest, kick up, 2, 3, back down. Let's go 2 more each way. Bend the knee, back down, squeeze, knee, kick, hold, 2, 3, bend the knee, back down. 1 more each way, knee to chest, kick, hold, 2, 3, back down. Last one, knee to chest, kick, 2, 3, bend the knee, back down. Slowly roll the spine, top down to the pelvis with control. Next one's going to be a side plank with a leg raise, okay? We're getting in that 90-degree angle knee bend, but I'm starting here. This may be enough right here. Both knees down like so at the bend in the knee, and all I'm doing is just bridging up as much as I can this space underneath my armpit, underneath my rib cage, from the hip to the elbow to the armpit. I'm trying to lift my rib cage up as much as I can, while I also compress the front and back sides of my body. I want to squeeze my glutes forward, opening that hip, just like that kind of hurdle stretch that we did, that couch stretch, and then belly in, ribs down. So I'm trying to lift up, push my glutes forward, and pull my rib cage and my core back. So I'm kind of squeezing all 4 sides of my body. And then as I progress from that, we just lift the hip off the ground. If this is enough, we start here and we hold. If that isn't quite challenging enough and we can get that lift, then we lift the pelvis off the ground. And now I'm from knee to armpit. And I'm really having to work more down in my hips and my glutes now. So this is the progression. We start here, make sure we're in a nice straight line, knee, hip, shoulder, belly in, glutes on, and we just bridge this space. Then, if we feel comfortable, we lift the hips up off the ground and come to the knee. We're looking for a 30 to 45 second hold here. We're probably pretty close at this point for that. Switch over to the other side. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to give you a different angle of it so you can see how this alignment of the body is. I've got elbow directly underneath the shoulder. I've got the lift coming from under the armpit, under the rib cage, under the pelvis. And I've got my knees and feet kicked back. So I'm in a nice straight line here with my body, okay? I just lift up and hold at the point where I feel the work. If it's here with the pelvis on the ground or squeezing up, having the hips off the ground, I just want to make sure that I'm lifting from the bottom side, compressing the core by squeezing the ribs down on the front side, and compressing the core on the back by squeezing the glutes. And I've got my nice, straight, squeezed, locked in position here. 30 to 45 second hold. Let's go another 15, 20. Ten left. 3, 2, 1. Down slow. Okay, we're going to come over and finish it off to the core with a front plank, a low plank. We're going to be down on the forearms. We want that 90-degree angle, again, at the elbow and at the shoulder when we're supported there with our forearms on the floor. We want to try to turn our palms up to the ceiling, thumbs out to the side, as we try to spread our wrists away from each other. That'll help to engage that upper back musculature and put you in a nice, stable position there. It's more friendly. So from that position there, when we get into our locked-in plank, we're going to add the toe tap if we want. I'll show you that here. We start level 1, coming down into our plank position. Elbows under the shoulders, trying to drive the thumbs and the palms away. And I just work my knees back until I can totally, fully get my knees to shoulders in a straight line, knees to top of my head in a straight line. I'm pushing the floor away, pushing my sternum, pushing my neck, my chin up away from the floor, spreading my shoulder blades, squeezing my glutes and keeping my belly pulled in tight. Okay, if that feels good and you want to go more, we just lift the knees and come to the toes. Okay, that's our low plank. We're holding if that's tough. If we can't continue to hold for 30 to 45, we just use that knee plank as a quick little pit stop, 5, 10 seconds, 2 seconds, whatever it is. Come down just to give yourself a break. But notice my form does not change whatsoever. Everything is still locked in, okay? Nice and tight. Stay squeezed here and just find whatever difficulty you can hold for that 30 to 45. If you feel good there and you want to take it further, we add a tap very gracefully. Cinderella, out to the side, tap very gracefully. Nothing else changes, right? The body stays in the exact same position. The only thing that changes is the movement of the leg. Okay? Tap, 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 tap. Out, 2, in, 2. So you can progress it from knees to feet, to 1 tap out and in, to 2 taps out, 2 taps in. Okay? You're just holding that position for 30 to 45. That was about long enough. You're going along with me there. Last one, walk out, strider, overhead reach. All 3 of them put together. To save time and also get into that last little bit of the hips here, we come down to our forward fold position. Full breath in, full breath out. Reach the top of the head to the floor as we tuck the chin. Reach, exhale, tuck. Bend the knees as much as you need. Feet can be as wide as you want. Doesn't matter. This should be comfortable. Walk it out 5 steps, each hand. Left, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This may take a little playing around to find the position, but 5 each hand gets you into a perfect plank position as you hinge forward. Shoulders are stacked exactly over the wrists, okay? Now, we step forward into our strider. Option 1, knee comes down here in the back. Option 2, a little more progression. We keep the knee lifted, okay? Straight leg on the back, supporting more of our weight with our core, legs, and upper body. Either position doesn't matter. The mechanics stay the same. Toes point straight forward, vertical shin front to back with the knee stacked right over the ankle. And then I'm opening that hip. Open the knee outside the big toe. Give yourself that space to open as you rotate the rib cage up to the ceiling. Follow the thumb with your eyes. Squeeze those back muscles together. Now as I come back down, I'm going to twist the belly button away from the front leg. I can reach with the elbow. I can have my hand here. It doesn't matter, but we're just getting a little counter twist there. Very gentle, very subtle. And then we step to the other side, okay? We come back to plank if we want more challenge, if we want a little break. We just unload for a brief moment in down dog as we use that extra space with our butt up in the air for more clearance for that leg to swing through to our strider, other side. Set up in the strider, toes forward, vertical shin, open that knee, then we rotate. Follow the thumb with the eyes, get as far back as you can. Counter twist when we come back down, just that slight twist the other way. Come back to plank or down dog. And we're just going to walk it back 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Full breath in, full breath out. Okay, 4 more of those. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Plank, strider, overhead reach, counter twist. Other side. Pause, settle, then open. Twist away. Walk out. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. 5. Full breath. Two, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Find the base. Open. Twist away. Other side. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Full breath. 2 more, working up the body temperature, getting a little sweaty. Walk back. One more. Full breath in, full breath out. Last one. 2, 5. Plank. Strider. Overhead reach once we set up the base. Twist back away. Other side. And walk back. Full breath. Hands up to the knees. Lift the chest. Pause here. Find neutral spine. And unload the spine on the way up. Movement hygiene complete.